Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So welcome back with me. I'm Crystal Z. Long time no see. How are you guys? Alright, so in this video, I would like to share several tips, especially if you would like to deliver your speech. So first of all, you just need to find an inspiration. You can Google it, and also you can ask with your personal assistant or your AI things about what is the inspiration, what do you need to do to get an inspiration. So if you already got an inspirations, you already have storylines, and then you can find a title of that story. So for instance, I think I would like to share my personal experience about a time when I took a train to my office, and I think I would like to put the title on this page where it complained. So of course, in order to practice, you need to stand up like me, and only the upper body for now. Maybe later on I will pretty much decorate in a full size of the body, so you can actually know exactly what you need to do, the movement. And also what I would like to share with you is actually not just an ordinary speech, but a speech with expressions and emotions. So when you deliver a story, or you would like to share one of your personal story, you need to put emotion in that story, right? So it could be anything that you would like to share. For instance, in my case, about the complaint previously. So here it is. Oh, by the way, I made this video spontaneously. Spontan, of course, and then record it directly. So, please do me apology if sometimes a little bit mix up between, the storyline or probably the point that I would like to share. But here it is, because all of us, for me myself, I like to practice, and all of you are here, so I hope my pronunciation is really clear enough for you to listen or understand. I changed my accent, and I hope every one of you could understand about the words that I already share with you. Alright, so another thing is, well, if you would like to make a draft, this is really great. You need to put a point, and then there will be a lot of things. First, you put a point first, and then you try to elaborate for one point to another, and make an effortless or flawless transition from one point to another. So in a speech, in ordinary speech, there will be an opening body and also closing. So you just need to find or Google it about opening, what would you like to do in a body, and what would you like to do in the closing line. And of course, the time of the speech itself is really, really important. So the duration of the speech could be 1 to 2 minutes, 1 to 5 minutes, 1 to 7 minutes. So it depends on your need, of course, right? So in my case, for the complaint. So I think the first point is about the opening thing. So you need to pretty much make your audience listen to you. Or not quite really sure if they would like to listen to my story, but in this case, with that title, the point is about complaint. Probably I would like to switch into another title, right? So, and then you need to pretty much point. So the first point, second point, third point. So the first point I would like to share about my personal experience when I took the train to my office. And in the body itself, I would like to share a little bit more about how the civilization or something that I saw in the train, what happens, and why I need to share that story, and why all of you need to listen, right? And the third part is about closing line. So there's a lot of things that you can put in your closing, like such as a quote, or probably a persuasive, or you can do anything. It's your own speech, right? So in my case, I think I would like to make this speech for 1 to 2 minutes. I'm not quite really sure, but let us see. And then the title, I need to change the title. The title. So sometimes I need to a title. Okay, I think I already got the title. So the title is about ladies and gentlemen. Okay, the title is "You Need to Believe What You Saw." So have several times took the train to my office, and then you know exactly what happened when I took the train at that time. You know, I was to the train to my office and I'm waiting to pretty much in front of the door. Well, actually, it's not in front of directly. It's pretty much beside of the handle of the door of the train. And the things that I'm not really quite challenge myself is when I saw, have you ever saw something that make you blown up your mind like what duh, I mean, have you ever had the experience like that? So it was happen on me, ladies and gentlemen. It happens on me. Let me at that time I saw, the narrator, I thought it was called as a narrator, I don't know, but I think the narrator told everyone or every passenger that they already reached one of the destination, one of the station, and then the door is about to open, and you know exactly there is an old lady, waiting in front of, pretty much inside of that train, just right in front of the train door, and she was she is going to drop off on that station. So she was standing on that door waiting. Could you imagine? I was standing just right, next to the door and seeing all of the passenger outside. They are already make lined in front of the door, and I'm quite questioning how the old lady could come out if all of them are standing in front of the door. And it suddenly, boom, the door of the train to open. So, what happened, ladies and gentlemen? Could you imagine what happens? Boo! It already started a chaos. So people are trying to get inside, but this old lady, she would like to go outside of that train. And you know what? She almost fell down. And I cannot see that things happen just right in front of my eyes. I'm freaking out, and I said, "Let the lady out first. Make a space." I'm trying to yell. I'm trying to help the old lady because she almost fell down at that time. So, ladies and gentlemen, please be kind if you are taking a train, no matter what is your destination. Please make a space first and let the passenger who would like to get out from the train, make them walking outside of the train first. And then, you don't have to rush to go inside of the train. Especially you need to understand about the other passengers. Actually, I was having an injury on my knee. So I need to I really need to hold the train handle on the door to get out from the train. So, ladies and gentlemen, be kind to yourself, especially if you would like to take the train. Thank you. Well, that is this pretty much an example speech. Yes, the example speech that you can probably learn about what happened. But this is my personal experience, and it happened at that time. Yes. So that is the video. For everyone of you who would like to listen, remember to follow me for more. And also, I have my YouTube channel, because you need to Google it later on. So I hope this video helping you out, or give you the benefit in order to practice your speaking ability, or when you deliver a speech or you're public speaking. So I'm Crystal Z signing out from my secret chamber. Okay, so till we meet again. Bye bye. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.